technology is something which is an enabler, can be chosen for different purposes. The biggest important aspect is having the right purpose, understanding who your audience is, what is it that motivates them, and then developing that game. So these are a couple of examples which have been really successful.
Great, thank you so much. So I'm sure some of you are thinking, are games and gamification only for young people? Right? Because they seem to be the target audience for most of these programs. So let's try and find out from the panelists here, does it actually work across levels? Does it work for the CEOs as well as it does for a new entrant into the organization? What has been your experience?
Firstly, we have to understand that gamification is not for fun. So that's one we need to clarify. As you rightly said that, if you link it with some purpose, why are you doing it? And you clearly establish what is your return on investment, because any which ways you make investment in terms of time, in terms of money, in terms of resources. So to start a new initiative in any organization, and I think many of you sitting here will echo what I'm saying, when you start a gamification as an initiative and you establish what's the purpose you are doing for, and you can establish that how you are going to get return on investment in terms of change of behavior, and you monitor it on a periodical basis. If you can do that, then you are through. Coming to a question you asked, the moment you establish that, you can get everybody across the strata involved. And in the beginning, we said that to bring a change, it's not an easy task. So when you're starting a initiative where you have to involve people and habits don't go fast, and when you involve people who have worked for 20, 25 years, to involve into something called as gamification, you tell them what is in it for you. So the moment you establish that there is something for you, by doing that, your leadership skills may get enhanced. You'll be able to engage with people. You'll be able to enhance engagement of employees. And for me, for my organization, it's a very young organization. My MD is 35 years of age, so I don't have much of a problem. But with my experience, I can say that the moment you establish that it's going to work, you are going to benefit, there is something in it for you, it's a serious initiative, then people do adapt and they do make those, efforts, conscious effort to change. And my experience in Jabong has been very, very encouraging. Across the strata, people have been using it. One classic example you spoke about, because we're a tech company, we do a lot of coding, exercises. All my directors are die-hard fan of that, because you get to get the best of the talent in a very short time. That's a best utilization of time. My CEO is a great proponent of great culture. We believe that to have a great organization, you have great culture. So we do a lot of programs in culture assimilation, with a lot of animations, a lot of case studies built around that. We have a portal called as Benefit Plus, where there is strong mechanism on employee engagement. People can see that how people are getting rewarded. The point I'm making, just to cut it short, we don't have much of time. The moment people see there's a benefit, that's very, very important for HR folks to understand. Just don't do things because you've heard in one of the seminars. Be sure that it makes sense for your organization. You believe that it's being attached to some purpose, there is some return on investment, and do it properly. Monitor it, review it, and see that how it's giving benefit to the organization at large. Right? See, one person is sleeping out there, right? So if you have gamification, people will not be dull. People will really enjoy it, right? That's one of the examples I want to give to you. It's very difficult in the second half, but to get people involved is to involve them.
Yeah. So maybe next time around in this particular session, we will gamify. Instead of sitting on this side and speaking about it, we'll make it experiential. That's some input for next time. So Tarun, your experience implementing gamification across different levels, what has been the feedback of people?
So the very fact that we use the term gamification, it can be, like you said, misconstrued and as thinking that it's a fun activity. So from hiring a coder, 2 to 3 years of experience, who you throw out a contest where you have to debugify your app. to actually giving a business case study to a senior VP and you're having a challenge with regards to penetrating the rural market, it can be used across. It depends on what problem statement you throw to the person, and it's completely diverse. So there are people who throw out challenges in the market where they're actually using a freelancer to solve the problem and might not even hire the guy. But these are senior business associates outside working on your problem through gamification. So it can be used across the era.
Okay. Great. Sandeep, your experience?
So yeah, like I said before, definitely some research has shown that there is the generation Y, which has actually grown up in their childhood with their primary entertainment being games, definitely are easier to hook on compared to others. But that doesn't mean that others can't be. That's the reason the importance is about segmenting your target audience in the right way.